to steady the ship.
He's been around for a while, 68 matches, 49 wickets. I quite like this move though. Mohammad Hafiz has not been in the best form of late, and he needs to get it right.
Boy, yes, boy.
Off the mark.
Good start.
He's tucking it onto the leg side. He needs to make sure he gets it right.
Yes, so very important for Mohammad Hafiz to ensure that he bats deeper, because he's an experienced campaigner, I can tell you that. Former captain of the Pakistan team. And if he can bat through for another 5-6 overs, then he'll get set, and then he can really turn it on in the last 5 or 6 overs. I mean, that should be the plan. Can't afford to lose another wicket here. They've brought in Rankton Descarte as well in the 11. So they've got some more experience in the batting lineup. But I always believe what matters is who's in the middle. You really don't want to leave it to the others. You got to carry on, shoulder the responsibility, ensure if you get in, then you don't throw it away. Shumo Shaka was looking good for a short while. Down the wicket he comes. Didn't reach the pitch of the delivery, but he still managed to hit it over the top. Only a single.
Yeah, it looked like he was not quite closer to the ball when he ran down. Have a look at his fielding positions. He's gone. So this is the field placing that they've got, that Murtaza has got in place at the moment. Cut. They should pick up a couple, but the fielder does well to cut it down to 1. Talking about constructing an innings, and Mohammad Hafiz, he's the most experienced bloke in the side, and he needs to show the experience. It's one thing to have the experience, but when he comes on the game day, you also need to show it. And in my view, he's a single. In my view, he needs to take his time as well to get himself in. Maybe the timing is off a little bit, and you can only get better the longer you bat. People talk about, yes, it may be the short format of the game, but still, take a little bit of time. We've seen in the past, in the previous games, those that have done well, they've taken a little bit of time to get used to the surface, with the exception of Zazai. Great shot, over extra cover. That should go all the way, and it does. What a beautiful way to end the over as well. 59 for 3.
ভালোবাসার সুন্দর গল্পগুলো তো সুন্দর কিছু থেকেই শুরু হয়। নান্দনিক ডিজাইন, পুরো স্টেনলেস স্টিল দিয়ে তৈরি। কাজী সিং, কিচেনটা সুন্দর করে সংসারটাও। গাজীটা নিরাপদ হোক পথচলা।
Yeah, even if we look at the projected score, current run rate will get them 147. And if they have wickets in hand, they can go close to 160, 170. That's why I feel that these two batsmen in the middle, Mohammad Hafiz and Zakir Hassan, needs to bat deeper. Current run rate is 7.32. Beg your pardon, 7.38. Benny Hall has been very economical. He is coming into bowl from this Pahani Mirzapur end. hardly gives anything away. 113 wickets. T20 career best of 4 for 26. Couple of times he picked up a 4-wicket haul. He's been very economical in the tournament so far. Riders fans. Straight into the block hole. Nicely played. Just working it out onto the onside to pick up a single. He looks to be in a pretty decent mood also. He's looked calm in the crease. He's not shown any sort of hurry, which we saw earlier when Mohammad Hafiz did bat. The Kings fans hoping that they can get a good total here. That will challenge the strong batting line of Rangpur Riders.
Bowled again. He bowls a lot of slow deliveries. He offers no pace at all to the batters unless he thinks that there is something on the wicket. There is something on this wicket, but he relies more on his slow deliveries and varies his pace beautifully. You're talking about if they go at this rate, current run is 7.32, they will end up on a 146. They're going to need a lot more than 146. If you look at the opposition lineup as well, they got some serious firing power.
Wheeling in the singles at the moment. Benny Hall has bowled well. 2 for 25 of the 4 overs that he bowled against Dynamites. Very economical among the wickets. He just frustrates the batsman with his immaculate line and length. You've talked about that he takes the pace off the ball. There you go. 1 for 19 in their 3 overs against Titans. 1 for 13. Would you believe it? 13 runs in 4 overs versus Vikings. Again well bowled. And the batsman can really not see the kind of grip that he has on the ball because he covers it up with his left hand when he approaches.
Yeah, you talk about his variations. He's actually quite a clever bowler. And now that he's bowling to a left-handed batter, he's bowling more like fast offies. Rolling his fingers over the ball. Looking for that ball to sort of like hold into the wicket. Offering no pace at all. If you're going to hit him, you're going to have to go hard at him. He's not going to give it to you easily. Full toss. Luckily, that was not dispatched.
And it's so very difficult when you see the keeper standing behind the stumps of the bowling of Benny Hall. Because when you feel the kind of pace that he bowls at, you would want to see a batsman using his feet. But he's never sure. And this is good from the keeper that is standing just behind the stumps. Genuine edge. Only a single. 5 runs in that over. And it is the Bushundara LP. You would want to see a batsman using his feet, but he's never sure. It is good from the Fiji strategic time. Genuine edge. Only a single. 5 runs in that over.
কাজী স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী তেমনি রান্নার লোড।
বাংলাদেশের সেরা পায়
কাজী পাই বাগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম।
কাজী প্রথম, কাজী সেরা।
And Kamrul Islam out of a
ভালোবাসার সুন্দর গল্পগুলো তো সুন্দর কিছু থেকেই শুরু হয়। নন্দন ডিজাইন পুরো স্টেনলেস স্টিল দিয়ে তৈরি। গাজী সিম কিচেনটা সুন্দর করে সংসারটাও।
But then also outstanding performance. I mean, look at that. Mashraf bin Montazam picking up 2 wickets with a great economy rate of 5.5. And Ghazi also one of the wicket takers. A little bit expensive, but they will take that any day. Just have a look at the highlights so far. this is how they've gone on about their business. A bit unlucky. That was a great catch. He would look at himself and think, what happened there? Reverse sweep too effective. And they've actually managed to use their feet and taken some risk, and it worked, but over-ambitious from Mominul. And straight after that, Shomisho's not an ideal way to go on about his business, but that one was a great shot.
It's getting interesting. It's the 6th edition of the Bangladesh Premier League 2019, presented by United Commercial Bank, powered by TVS, Associate Partners, Minister and Boshundara LPG. Projected score at the current run rate is 142. If they can go from here on 9 runs in an over, they can go on and get across 160. If they manage to score 163, I think if they can manage to score 160, I think it's not a bad total. Not a bad first inning total. Actual ball, he saw Mohammad Hafiz coming down the wicket and just pulled the length short. Very good from Nazmul Islam. Just 5 singles in the previous over from Benny Howell. In search of a boundary. There's been 7 deliveries since the last boundary.
Good running. You talk about Udana perhaps coming up the order. He has been the pick of the batters. He's been quite handy with the bat. But I still feel that in the middle order, you got to give them that responsibility as well to put up the runs on the board. Because realistically, you can't really hide anyone. So the top order and the middle order, they need to actually step up and make sure they put decent runs on the board. Easy single. I'm not quite sure about that idea of wanting to play the left sweep when he's got a 45 in place. Not really a safe shot to play. This is Hafiz versus facing the left arm spin this far. He hasn't actually done really well. Only 16 balls that he's faced, and he's gone out twice. And I mean, it's not really ideal. You talk about the experience that he's got. Surely, perhaps take a little bit of time. And you can also understand why they've brought him Islam.
Well, I think he's got a start to his innings. He's now moving into his score 18 of 16. So I think he's taken a bit of a time. So that doesn't look to play big shots, not too many shots in the air. Good running between the wickets. Getting 2 comfortable runs. But he needs to find the right time to kick on. And before I said it, he went down the wicket. Couldn't connect it nicely. It's just bouncing in front of that fielder at long on. Batsman coming in next. Nori Evans, then Descarte and Isuru Udana. That's the reason why I feel perhaps Isuru Udana can bat next. Depends on what Mehdi Hassan, the skipper, Mehdi Hassan Miraj, or their coach, Lance Klusner, decides. Gain 5 runs in an over. This is very good from Ramkur Riders. 69 for 3 after 10.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক, গাজীর প্রথম গাজী সেরা, বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ। ভালোবাসার সুন্দর গল্পগুলো তো সুন্দর কিছু থেকেই শুরু হয়। নান্দনিক ডিজাইন, পুরো স্টেনলেস স্টিল দিয়ে তৈরি। গাজী সিং, কিচেনটা সুন্দর করে সংসারটাও।
So it's 69 for 3.
গাজী স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী, তেমনি রান্নার লোডও নিতে পারে প্রচুর। গাজী স্টোভ কিচেনের পারফেক্ট পার্টনার।
Is to be a touch, almost 6 runs and over. And it's not going to help when you got Benny Howell in operation, because he is very, very accurate with his length. Time for us to head down to the sidelines and join our friend there.
I have Safwan Sobhan, Managing Director of Rangpur Riders, here with me. You're the defending champions, so feeling the pressure this season?
Not as much. We have done pretty well so far, despite our last match with Dhaka Dynamites. It was a shame that it was a winning match, but by 2 runs, so it's a bit of a shame. But still, haven't felt the pressure. I think so far the team is doing great.
So, what about Rangpur Riders bringing in big names of world cricket, not the global names, even you have some of the big local boys in your team?
So the reason behind bringing local names and foreign big names is to promote our current local players, what we have, so they can gain some experiences from this tournament.
We have seen you have done some pre-tournament events and activations in Rangpur, the Rangpur Riders' hometown. So, anything coming up for the fans in Rangpur during BPL, or you have future plans for them?
So we want to keep on continuing cricket in Rangpur Riders activation for the fans in Rangpur, definitely. And we also have this Rangpur Riders Amateurs event tournament in Dhaka. It's in Dhaka and based all over Bangladesh right now, to promote local players, amateur players, even ex-national players, such kind of events.
And what about today's match? Evenly poised, I must say.
Evenly poised, yeah. It's going to be a good match so far.
Thank you very much.
71 for 3 in the 11th over. It can tilt Russia's way if this pace carries on. Another 4-5 overs with the bat.
I personally think they couldn't have a better choice than Mohammad Hafiz. Mohammad Hafiz, very experienced campaigner. May not have been in his best of form of late. He's obviously retired from Test cricket. Only to concentrate on the shorter format of the game, but it's a good influence for the youngsters. Rajshahi Kings have all the youth Bangladesh cricket. For them, I think Mohammad Hafiz could be a good influence.
That's a good shot, but it's got a lot of height, no distance. Oh, it has enough, just crossed the rope. Wow, it just looked like he had got right under it. Way too much to his liking, but this has really gone. Gotta check those dimensions again.
গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
গাজী স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী, তেমনি রান্নার লোডও নিতে পারে প্রচুর। গাজী স্টোভ কিচেনের পারফেক্ট পার্টনার।